Hey guys, I'm Luke Breust, originally from Temora, but currently residing in Melbourne. Yeah, so my connection to Temora, so originally grew up here, lived on the family farm, 32 k's out of town, and went to school here, so fully born and bred Temora. So I went to Temora West, public to start with, and then finished my schooling at Temora High. I love getting back to town and catching up with all my schoolmates. Fortunately, I've still got a fair few here, but yeah, it was awesome. It was a good time in my life, and have got some awesome memories that I look back on, fortunately, from my school years. As I said, I loved all sports. Played so many junior games on both of these ovals behind me. Loved my basketball and things like that, and just wanted to get as best as I could at sports. From there, things probably started to get really serious for me under 14s, 15s. I'd made a few rep sides in both codes, rugby league and AFL, but probably from that 15, 16s year was when I started to make a few more teams on the AFL side of things, and in my head I could see a clear path to the AFL. Fortunately, I was playing New South Wales football, then I was playing Sydney Swans reserves down in the Canberra League. So mum and dad had plenty of travel back and forth, taking me to games and everything like that down there. And then the Swans actually called the year of my draft and said that they weren't taking any New South Wales rookies, which was a bit of a dagger in the heart for my spirits, because I thought Sydney was probably the only hope of getting drafted. So I thought the AFL dream was sort of nearly done and dusted, and I was going to head to Charles Sturt in Wagga. I got pre-approval to go over there, which was awesome. But fortunately, there was a call a couple of weeks later from Hawthorn, and I went down and trained for a week with them, and then got picked up in the rookie draft. So I think I'm known for kicking goals for Hawthorn. I hope it's probably the legacy that I sort of want to leave. Probably like to think that I'm known as a pretty humble country kid from Temora that loves this area and that tries to give back as much as he can to this community, because it gave so much to me. Definitely the premierships were a huge highlight and just a massive achievement. We worked hard as a club and as a group to get to the grand final in 2012, and then to lose that was just so heartbreaking. And I've got some idols that I grew up idolising that didn't even play in one grand final or didn't even get to play in too many finals. So for us to lose that opportunity and then to rebound the next few years and go on and win 3 in a row was just awesome. The other achievements that probably naturally come to mind, debut was just a massive day for my family. I still remember the phone call from Clarko on a Thursday night, and then the flow-on effect to ringing mum and dad, ringing relatives, ringing brothers and sisters and Anthea and everyone to tell them all the good news was right up there. Milestone games you remember pretty well as well. So I've been fortunate enough to sort of have that, the 100, 150 and 200 have all been wins, and have just been great celebrations of not only my career but what we've been doing at Hawthorn as well. So that's been pretty special. I love coming back to the farm. I'd never work it and I'd never go full time on the farm, but I do love coming home and helping mum and dad, getting out there and doing what I can to still help them out is awesome. For me, it's just a huge release from life in Melbourne and I guess the pressures of AFL footy. So I think that grounding was probably what made me, or gave me the personality traits to be able to succeed in a professional environment. Yeah, so I've nearly finished a commerce degree, so 3 subjects to go of that. So it's taken me 10 years nearly to get my degree, but again, if I can finish that before I finish playing footy, then I'll be very happy. And if I can use that post football, then that'll be a huge bonus. I probably should have my truck license and a few other things like this to try and help a bit more out at the farm, but I might look at those things in the next few years once the career is over. I reckon if I stayed around here, it would have been either PE teaching or commerce, and then probably just played local footy and probably tried to live off mum and dad for a few years, trying to get through uni before I went into something else. My advice is just to play as many sports as you can. To rugby league, AFL, touch, little athletics, cross country, volleyball, basketball, like you name it, we pretty much played it around this area, and I still maintain that it just gives you such a well-rounded set of skills that just transfer to any game. Oh, there's so many things I love about Temora. I love getting back here in the off-season. I said it before, I'm fortunate enough that I've got so many schoolmates that still live back here, so that's definitely a major thing that continues to draw me back here, is being able to come back and slip into a community where you're just so welcomed, and I love Temora and everything about it.